So we're going to look at mortices or pass-through fittings or punched holes, whatever you want to call them. So we're going to do that in 2 bars. This bar we're going to do round, square and a slot. What I've done is I've marked 2 points 150mm apart, and we'll have a look at stretching and shrinkage on this piece. This one here I'm going to demonstrate how to get a hole in there which is the same internal diameter as the external diameter of the bar. So basically I want to be able to, this is 20 by 10, and I want to be able to pass a piece of 20 round through that hole. So for this one we're going to slit it with a chisel, upset it back on itself and then drift it out. This one here we're going to go through round punch, slot punch and square punch. You can see I've got 2 different types of punches here. I've got a handled one which is quite nice to use and handheld ones. So you punch approximately halfway through, just over, turn it round, and you'll see a mark where it was resting on the anvil on the other side. So you get your punch on that mark, push that slug back, and you can see the slug that's caught in there. At this stage we'll get the bolster out. So what we can do at this stage is we've got a hole in there, but we're going to drift it to get it to a size that we want. So you can see that the drift I've got here is bigger in diameter than the hole. What drifting does is it'll take the hole to the final diameter that you want. It'll also clean it up a little bit and make it a bit smarter. So these are our 3 holes. Now they look quite neat on this side, but if you look at this side you can see a bit of flashing around here and around here. This hole here was slightly misaligned. This one here I didn't have the correct bolster for. The round hole's much neater, but on this side they're quite smart. So we check what the expansion was, and it is now 159 mil, so we've had 9 millimeters of expansion. Most of those 9 millimeters will be from drifting this out, the round hole. The other 2 holes will have contributed to a certain extent, so stretch is something that you have to compensate for if you're doing a run of holes, say on a top strap on some railings. How to make a hole that's as wide as the bar. So again, this has been marked at 150 mil, and we'll check the stretch on it. I have marked the centre and I have marked either side so that I can locate the chisel. And what we're going to do is we're going to slit it, then upset it, then drift it out. here is 20x10 with a 20mm hole down the middle. I don't know if you spotted earlier on camera, but the chisel jumped a bit when I was first slitting, and that's what that mark there is. That we do have a wee bit of a lip on this side due to the misalignment caused by that. Otherwise I quite like these, got a nice shape to it. And we'll see how much it's stretched or shrunk by. And this is 145mm, so that's had 5mm of shrinkage. So again, if you had to do a run of 20 holes, you would have to compensate for that 5mm per hole.